is no emotion.
There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge.
Hey, sorry to intrude, but we have a situation.
That's all right, Felix. What's going on?
The Navicomputer. Someone's tampered with it. Added a whole bunch of data about a planet called Rishi.
Nothing on Rishi but pirates and gun runners. Slicing our computer would be out of their league.
Show me. Master, what is it? A vision. This planet, Rishi. We must go there immediately.
Oh, hello. You're from the Red Hulls, aren't you? Welcome to Raiders Cove. Nothing but fellow pirates here. You and your crew don't have to kill or maim or eat anyone, right?
Kill or... what? Eat people? What are you talking about?
It's what you do. Everyone knows. And it's no big deal. I'm sure those people your crew ate on Talaran had it coming. But we're all friends here, right? No need for any massacres or cannibalism here.
As captain of the Red Hulls, I promise, no massacres or cannibalism. Definitely no cannibalism.
Oh, that's a relief. After everything Goro was saying about you, I mean... He's the one who said you were coming. He won't shut up about it. Said he really wants to take you on. I'm sure he's just bluffing, though.
Where can I find this Goro person?
The cantina? Probably. He hangs out there a lot. They serve good food there. No need to eat anyone.
Kai Zyken?
Huh? No speak basic. Ni wanna wonga? Neither did Goro, apparently. This is not my day. Hello! Yes, I am indeed Kai Zyken. Though there are probably lots of people with that name. Just saying.
You know why I've come. Nobody messes with the Red Hulls.
Of course! A debt's a debt. And my word is my vow. You don't really need those credits now, do you? As in, now?
Pay your debt in information. I want to know who told you about me. Don't make me ask again.
Oh, well, if that's all you want. There was someone who tipped me off that you were coming.
Go on.
It was a message, so I saved it on my data pad. Yeah! Oh. Great! He put it in the lockbox! It's all yours! Anything else in there too, you just help yourself.
Kai Zyken, greetings. I have important information for you. The Red Hulls may be the galaxy's most bloodthirsty and sadistic pirate crew, and they're heading towards Rishi. I'm sure you remember the debt that you owe the Red Hulls. Quite a few credits. Not something they're likely to forget. My droids are spreading word of their arrival. If you were to do the same, they might be too distracted to come after you. The choice is yours, of course.
Greetings, gentle being. Let me regale you with the tale of the dread red holes and their monstrous, flesh-eating captain. Oh my! You are the monstrous, flesh-eating captain of the red holes! What a singular pleasure to meet you!
Who programmed you to say these things about me?
I'd be happy to tell you. Very eager to meet you, after all. Big fans. You can find them at these coordinates. But do be careful. After your magnificent duel with Goro, there may be others out for revenge. Excuse me, you there? Have you heard of the dread red holes and their monstrous flesh-eating captain?
Simikloda Kintu. Apsua Spido Simikloda Kintu.
You're Goro's brother? How does that work?
Oding Regakatuktuk. Oding Slayna Kima. Logfurum Skyo Maktelim. Kulgar. Gora. Timon Stebodrar. Daugai. Dainota Umusavu. Dainota Umushapu.
I came here for answers, not for blood. Go.
Hey there.
Theron? Lana? You're the ones behind all of this?
Guilty as charged. Sorry if we put you out, but we had to be cautious.
The Revanites have gone to increasingly severe lengths to hunt us down since we destroyed their operations on Rakata Prime.
We had to get you here to help us without leaving a trail. Sorry we couldn't be more direct.
I'm sure you wouldn't have done all of this without a good reason. What have you found?
We need to go after the pirates that run things on Rishi, the Nova Blades. They butcher entire starship crews and enslave anyone on Rishi who stands up to them. And now we've learned that they're working with the Revanites.
The Nova Blades are being sent to attack trade lanes in very specific areas. They've gradually remapped quite a bit of stellar traffic. It's all very strange.
No one would expect a Jedi, a Sith, and a spy to work together. But here we are.
Circumstance alone brought us together. The Revanites chose their allies very specifically. We must learn why.
We need to shake the Nova Blades down, find out what they know. Their computers could tell us everything, but a direct attack on the Blades' base now might make the Revanites suspicious. We need to hide our real motives.
So that's why you told everyone I'm a pirate. When I attack them, it will look like a fight between gangs, instead of a targeted move.
Exactly. Now, before we send you for the main event, we should hit a few other Nova Blade holdings to solidify the cover story.
The Blades have a supply cache hidden nearby. Once the red holes have destroyed it, word should spread quickly. We have some mutual friends who are excited to help with the task. They'll meet you in the field to settle the details.
Jakaro and C2D4?
The very same.
While you're hitting the supply cache, we'll keep spreading the word about your grudge, and see if we can find any other targets. Sound good?
I'll get out there right away.
Good luck.
Must you complain so loudly, Master? There could be ruthless pirates or hungry wildlife all around us, hearing us, smelling us.
I'm glad to see you're still helping us out. We need all the allies we can get. Theron and Lana said you'd have a plan.
You mean we don't have to go charging in face first this time? We're staying in the ship? Oh, thank you, Master, thank you. Oh, yes. Please make sure it's clear that this was the work of the Red Holes. We need to keep up appearances, after all.
Very well. Let's get started.
It's
like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
And we're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Margok...
Go tell the Commodore and the rest of the Blades that the Red Hulls are in charge now.
Heard stories about you. Dropped Goro. Put a fright into that weasel Zykin. I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Theron, our task is complete.
Nice work.
I believe one more assault on the Nova Blade's holdings should be enough to solidify our pirate feud and disguise our true goal.
One of the Blades mentioned a slave camp. Do you know anything about it?
We do. You remember me saying that the Nova Blades basically run things around here? For the most part, they're pretty hands-off. But if someone stands up to them, or fails to pay their fees to live here, the Blades grab them and ship them off to the slave camp.
The slaves are a substantial part of the Nova Blade's income, both through their labor in hazardous mines and as merchandise for off-world slave traders. According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard. Do you think you can manage to free them?
No one should have to suffer in slavery. I'll take care of it.
Since we don't know the island's exact coordinates, your best bet is to stow away in one of the shipping containers the Nova Blades take out there. Once you reach the slave camp, you can catch them by surprise, break up the security, and free as many as possible.
All in a day's work for a noble Jedi, yes?
Jakaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the Blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
Your debt's the least of the Nova Blade's worries right now.
I believe it. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I got the slaves off of the island.
We heard. Word of your raids is going around fast. Even the Revanites have heard about the Great Red Hulls.
We just intercepted this transmission from the Nova Blade's headquarters.
This is ridiculous! How am I supposed to hold up our part of the deal if you won't give us any backup when we're in trouble?
Then perhaps we should seek other allies. I'm sure there are other crews on this planet who are capable of managing their own affairs.
Hey, we've done our share. You wanted the shipping lanes raided, we raided them. You wanted stragglers picked off from the big battles, we did it!
And your clumsiness cost us our Mandalorian allies.
Torch and her crew of old fossils, we're better off without them.
And I'm beginning to think we're better off without you. Deal with your own problems. if you want to prove otherwise.
We have Revan and his followers fooled. We'd better move quickly. If they cut the Nova Blades out, there may not be any information left to recover.
I agree. Speed is essential now.
The Nova Blades are based out of an old crashed warship, the Aggressor. You've probably seen it off in the distance. You need to hit them hard. Make it look like the goal is to completely crush them, so nobody notices when we raid their computer cores for intel.
Chikaro is refueling his ship as we speak. While you approach the Aggressor, you can use your target designator to call for his assistance, just like before.
Our enemy is cornered, but not helpless. I'll proceed cautiously and contact you when I reach the Aggressor.
May the Force be with you.
Good work.
You really are insane. Coming after us here? Should have stuck with picking on tourists in the Outer Rim.
You've sold your last slaves. The Nova Blades are finished.
We'll see. The Nova Blades founded Raiders Cove. We've been here long before you, and we'll still be here long after.
I can get the doors open, but it looks like the Nova Blades have their own slicers on staff, so I can't get any real data.
I'll take care of them.
Good luck.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
I'm in. There are dozens of comm logs in here, hundreds. Sent to people all over the galaxy. Coruscant, Droman Kos, Corellia. The names are all encoded, but breaking through that is only a matter of time. I'm gonna get started right away. Great work.
You should hurry back. Despite what we overheard earlier, the Revanites could show up at any moment to try and help their allies. Besides, I think we've earned a bit of a celebration.
I don't know that Jedi and Sith celebrate victory in quite the same way.
Well, now you'll have a chance to find out firsthand. Welcome back. You've achieved more in your short time here than we ever thought possible. You should be proud.
I think seeing that smile of yours is a much better achievement for the day.
Now you're just teasing me.
I also said we should stop for decorations on the way. Now the party's terrible, and it's our fault as much as theirs.
Hey, slicing the Nova Blade files is slow going, but I've already found more references to this Torch person that Margok and Revan were talking about. She definitely heads up a group of Mandalorians based here on Rishi. They were allied with the Revanites, but then broke ties, and not on good terms. If we can find Torch and get her talking, she might give us some good intel. Maybe even help us take the Revanites on.
We don't know anything for sure yet. It's best to be cautious when it comes to Mandalorians.
Fair enough. It looks like Torch and her crew control their own island not far from here. Think you could head over and see what she has to say?
I'll contact you once I've found Torch. Let me know as soon as you pull anything else out of the Nova Blade files.
You got it. Good luck.
SWTOR, I'm glad to see you. Masters Bestros and Nostaral send their best. We miss your insight on the Jedi Council.
I miss the Council's debates, Grandmaster. But alas, Tython isn't where I'm needed.
I've heard rumors, but I can't guarantee this channel is secure, so I'd rather you safeguard your secrets. Just listen. The Jedi Council must do more than react to crises. We must see to the future of the Order and the Republic. What we've seen in war, the truths we've learned, will be our gift to later generations. And few Jedi have seen or learned more than you.
I've done no more than any Jedi. You were there at the war's beginning. You rediscovered Tython.
Years ago. And humility is no virtue when it blinds. In truth, you are becoming one of the greatest Force users our Order has ever seen. You stand witness to our era's conflicts. But, to reach your full potential, you must test yourself. And there's one trial you've yet to undertake.
You want me to construct a holocron?
Yes. You've contributed to holocrons before, but we need a full archive of your history, your thoughts. A record to continue all your life, as you grow, learn, and change.
As you said, we have a duty to the future, and I feel the burden keenly. But I've had no opportunities to act. How do you suggest I proceed, Master SWTOR?
I've granted the request of Master Kutri Oa to seek you out. He's a prophet and a master of the holocron's craft. He wishes to aid you in the device's construction. He's come to Rishi believing the Force has willed it. You might be flattered.
Where is he?
I'll send coordinates. You have much to offer our successors, and much to learn. Do what you must, and may the Force be with you.
Ah, SWTOR! You know how long I've been meaning to find you. Kept hoping we'd do this on Tython. But when the Force gets pushy, says be on Rishi in 3 days, you'll know why. Well, I make an extra effort, and here you are.
You're Master Oa?
That I am. Here to help build your holocron. Can't disappoint Lara Cordan when she's trying to form the new Rift Alliance. Oh, or the first of the Escanil savants a century or so from now. He'll need good advice.
If the future demands my holocron, then far be it from me to get in the way.
I like you, SWTOR. Shall we get to work, then?
What do we do?
There are some nuances. It's not just a recorded message. It's an interactive program, a reflection of your mind. A holocron can speak, answer questions. It can't think, but it will have the knowledge and memories you provide.
On Tython, I worked with our ancestors teaching holograms. On Coruscant, I recovered the Noeticons, which contained recordings of multiple Jedi.
The Noeticons! Fabulous devices. You understand them. First thing is to scan your brain, establish a baseline. For that, we need you at a very particular level of consciousness. On Tython, you'd use a meditation chamber to achieve a SWTOR state of serenity. But every culture has similar rituals. We'll make do with what Rishi provides.
We don't know much about the Rishi people. What's meditated for them could end up killing me.
Granted, but the odds of it going that wrong seem slim. I did some reading, found a Rishi shamanic blessing that should work. I'll walk you through it. It starts with the gathering of Kishu reeds. Wear gloves if you don't want scars.
Anything else?
The SWTOR state attunes your mind to the Force. That could mean dreams, visions of the past and future. Embrace them. I'll take you through each step on the comm, but best you make this journey alone. When you're finished, we'll begin construction. SWTOR, the equipment is ready. Try to relax during the brain scan. The crystal matrix is developing, but it has to anchor itself on your experiences and knowledge. I'll ask you questions as the Force guides me. The holocron will record your answers.
Ask your questions, Master Oa.
The Republic may not fall tomorrow, but in 1,000 futures it falls eventually, one way or another. I see a half-trained Jedi in the forests of Sarkai, where your apprentice bore your holocron after your death. The half-trained Jedi wants weapons to fight those who destroyed the Republic. She wants vengeance. What answer do you give?
I have no desire to show people how to kill. Let me teach her how to heal the galaxy, not cause more bloodshed.
It's a difficult path for her, but she walks it well in the end. She teaches others. She learns her enemies aren't her enemies. In another time, I see a Sith find your holocron. He loathes you. Your soldier died to defeat his great-grandsire. He seeks to learn what made you strong, walk your path on the now ruined world of Tython. Will you guide him?
If he walks my path, sees what I've seen and learns what I've learned, and the galaxy will have nothing to fear from him.
He does see what you saw, but he resists it. He kills before the lesson takes. In the end, though, he redeems his home. You already have many titles. Jedi Master, Barcentaur, Herald. You could bear others. Seneschal, Hierophant of the Jal Shay, Betrayer of Balmora. Which will you choose as your legacy? When your holocron is activated, how will it name itself?
I'm not my titles. I'm a person, nothing more or less, and my real name will do.
Then we're done. You've got yourself a holocron. Now all you need to do is spend your life filling it. I don't know where your next fight is, my friend. I don't know if any of us will make it through the year. But if I outlast you, I promise to protect what we built today, if I can.
You've done me a great kindness. It's good to know that whatever happens, I'll leave behind something of value.
It's my privilege to serve a council member. May the Force be with you.
And you.
Eđi cercarlo. Sačka lendor neki. Orgorni nel culto buku. Evestop eri. Ni az igidle parnat a federsen.
Approaching Torch's Island. You're the one they call Torch?
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revanites and the Nova Blades. I could use your help.
I'm sure you could, Jedi. Tell you what. Instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done. Not bad. Not bad at all. Been a while since someone's given me a fight like that. You should be proud.
I can see how you earned your reputation.
Likewise. And speaking of earning things, I'd say you've earned a bit of intel for that performance. You were asking about the Revanites, right? We were the ones who hooked them up with the Nova Blades. Even helped them win a scrap or two. Once they started a secret manipulating all-out war nonsense, I pulled us out. I've had my fill of war.
Did the Revanites tell you anything else about their plans?
Afraid not. I do know they've got a whole fleet of warships tucked away somewhere on this planet. Never gave me any real details or coordinates, but they're here. If you want to find them and smash them up, more power to you. I liked this place a lot better before they showed up.
Want to hand over a ride to replace the one you shot down?
Plenty of speeders around this place. Whichever you want. Let's get you patched up, Vode. I've been going too easy on you.
Greetings. We watched you fighting on the beach. The other off-worlders were very unkind. We are much friendlier. Have you come to trade? Do you need lodgings? Outsiders are always welcome here.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm surprised you're so open to outsiders.
We love outsiders. You all have such interesting things to say. An entirely new off-worlder. We've never encountered your language. Please, speak more.
Oh, there's no need for that, I assure you. I can speak quite well for both of us. Allow me to introduce...
The second head speaks too. I assumed it was decorative. How fascinating.
You mentioned the other off-worlders earlier. The ones who attacked me. What do you know about them?
We don't know much. I'm afraid they usually avoid us. It seems a little rude, but we know that our ways are different. They have some camps on the island. They wear different colors, dark in one, light in the other, but they all work together, like you.
Revanites. Some from the Republic, some from the Empire.
I think you're right. I'm still going over the data Theron decoded from the Nova Blades. Go to those camps and interfere any way you can.
Save the reading for later. It'd be nice to have you along for once.
I'd like to, but I really don't think you'll need my help. My time is better spent here. May the Force serve you well.
All right, you're here. You got us. What's it gonna be, Jedi? Did you come to spout your narrow-minded drivel? Or do you have something more permanent in mind?
I'd rather avoid any more killing, wouldn't you?
If you wanted to stop the bloodshed, you'd be on our side. We've sworn to overthrow the governments who've kept the galaxy divided for so long. To end this war. How can you possibly justify standing in our way?
You're betraying the Republic, causing thousands of deaths, all on the word of a single madman.
Revan sees through the lies. He knows how to save the galaxy.
From what? War? Revan's been fighting this war for centuries. He's obsessed with it. The man you're following says he's going to save us all. But he's manipulating and killing quite a lot of us along the way. Will there be anyone left to save when he's done?
I don't know. What do you want from me? Huh? Why are you saying all this?
I believe you want to do what's right. And if you go back to the Republic, you still can.
You're serious? Just like that, huh? After everything that's happened?
Why not?
This is crazy. Alright. I can't speak for everyone, but I'll give the Republic one last shot.
We're with you, Cap.
Thanks. For all this. And good luck.
With all of the security alerts, I was expecting more. Let's settle this, Jedi, before any more time is wasted with your pointless interruption.
Enough blood has been spilled on Revan's account. We can stop that if we work together.
I'm afraid I'm not interested.
You're back. The Rishi told us about some disturbances in the camps.
I dealt with them both. Theron is being held in another Revanite stronghold nearby. Do we know anything about it?
The Valley facility? We just learned about it ourselves. The Rishi tell us there are quite a few starships hidden in the vicinity.
Revan's fleet.
Precisely. And according to the Nova Blade's data logs, his plan is moving swiftly. Fleets from the Empire and Republic are approaching as we speak. These aren't just small patrol groups. Both navies have gathered their most powerful warships. They're being overseen directly by Darth Mar and Satil Shan.
We know the Revanite infiltration goes pretty high, but surely not those two.
I haven't gotten far enough into the Nova Blade's data to know either way. I agree with you, though. It seems highly unlikely.
What do we know about the Revanite facility?
It seems to be their primary operating center on Rishi. Heavy security with only one clear path of approach. You'll have to attack straight on if we're to have any hope of rescuing Theron and stopping this fleet battle.
Then that's what I'll do.
We'll assist you any way that we can. May the Force serve you well.
And in. Theron's toys make all of this slicing much simpler than I'd imagined.
Can you find any hard data on his location?
Let's see. Here we are. Recorded interrogation sessions. Coordinates are included. I'll forward them along.
What about Revan?
No information either way. I'd advise caution.
Another pointless attack.
Where's Theron?
He and I have had some interesting conversations. My own flesh and blood, completely blind to the sacrifices I've made. I've struggled for centuries to preserve the galaxy, to protect future generations from the most destructive evil that's ever existed. How can none of you see this?
Do you speak of the Sith? The dark side? The Jedi have defeated them many times. We don't need your ruthless manipulations.
You do. You just refuse to see it.
You're here. Come on, we have to go. Now.
Theron!
Escaped all on your own. I hoped I would have more time to make you see.
He's got a signal jammer that's blocking all Starship communications in the Rishi system. The fleets will come out of hyperspace practically on top of each other. No coordination, saboteurs in every crew. It'll be a massacre.
And at last, the board will be cleared of distractions.
Self-destruct sequence. Come on, we've got to go.
Look out!
Hello? Is everyone all right?
Lana? You shut down the self-destruct?
I'm beginning to get the hang of this slicing business.
I've created a monster.
You should hurry back. The Republic and Imperial fleets will be arriving very soon.
I'll return immediately.
I'll meet you there. Need to grab a few things on the way out. Attacking from the air is pointless. The anti-air defenses are much too thick.
I'm afraid of them, doesn't that count? What are our other options?
I think a surface attack is our only real shot at taking the jammer down.
Leave that to me.
Perfect. We'll arrange transportation for you.
You've got to move fast. The fleets are going to be dropping out of hyperspace any second now. The longer we take... the longer we take, the more we lose.
You don't sound good, Theron. Shouldn't you be in a Kolto tank instead of planning missions?
Probably, but there's no time. I need to finish slicing the last of these Nova Blade files. They have data on every ship with Revanite infiltrators aboard. As soon as the jamming clears, we'll have to broadcast everything we've got to convince the fleets to cease fire and lock up the Revanites and their crews. One last thing since Lana stepped out. Watch your back. I'm starting to think my little visit to the Revanites might have been her idea.
You think she's working for the Revanites?
No, but I don't think she's putting all her cards on the table either. Just stay alert, all right?
This isn't the time to start dividing ourselves with suspicion. We have to stay united.
Maybe you're right, I don't know. We can sort it all out after that jammer's down. Good luck.
Don't know if you can read me, but I've arrived.
We read you.
Sending out the files now.
Republic fleet, come in. Do you read me?
Flagship Dauntless here. Patching you through to the command deck.
This is Satil Shan. Do we have you to thank for shutting down that jammer?
On a whole lot more.
There are traitors hiding on every ship in your fleet. The Imperial ships too. They're manipulating the battle from both sides.
I'm transmitting the traitors' names now. They're part of a cult. The Order of Revan.
Revan? But he was killed.
Apparently it didn't take.
All ships cease fire. Open a channel to the Imperial Commander.
I've been listening. As ruses go, this is quite creative.
It's the truth. Round up the people from Theron's list and see for yourself.
And if you're correct, what do you propose?
A meeting, face-to-face, on neutral ground.
There's a town on the surface, Raiders Cove. We'll send coordinates for the meeting spot.
Very well.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Would anyone like some refreshments? We have several fine beverages available.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
All right. Off to a good start.
Master SWTOR, thank you for coming.
Of course.
The Revanite ships have all been scattered, captured, or destroyed. Their accomplices aboard our vessels are in chains. You found a threat, and given us the means to root it out. Separately, what do we have to discuss?
Revan is still alive, my lord, and his plans don't stop here.
The Emperor's not dead. Revan thinks he can fix that, but he's wrong, isn't he?
No one person, not even Revan, can truly destroy the Emperor.
If Revan wants to kill the Emperor, why are we concerned?
Because he will fail, and his failure will have consequences for us all. The Emperor's current state is nebulous, incorporeal. To strike at him, Revan will first have to return him to a physical form.
Which is exactly what the Emperor wants.
He will destroy Revan, then move on to the rest of us. In time, he will consume all life in the galaxy.
How do we prevent it? How do we stop Revan?
The Emperor's hideaway is a secret, even to the Dark Council.
The fourth moon of Yavin. That's where we'll find Revan. He wanted me to join him there. Never said I couldn't bring a few friends.
According to our data, he still has extensive forces at his disposal. We would stand a better chance of overcoming them together.
No matter what evidence I present, I doubt the Supreme Chancellor will agree to any kind of alliance or truce.
Neither will the Dark Council, but my ships and the soldiers aboard them are loyal to me.
I can convince my troops to maintain a truce. They've seen Revan's threat firsthand.
Then we meet on Yavin 4.
Agreed.
Theron.
We can talk on the way to Yavin. I have some business to finish here.
Thank you for your help. All of you. This can't have been easy.
The conspiracy is finally exposed. We've been hiding our actions from our allies for so long, it's a relief to have everything in the open.
So we can talk about how you threw me to the wolves now?
I made a calculated strategic decision, and it worked, as we can all see now.
And if you had talked to me about it, I would have volunteered, but you didn't even give me a choice.
We couldn't risk the Revanites knowing that your capture was a ploy. You had to be in the dark for the plan to work.
If the Revanites knew your capture was staged, they would have killed you. And we wouldn't have learned Revan's plan. Hiding the truth was probably the best option.
We've got exactly one professional spy in this group. I could have handled it.
I think it's time we moved on. Yavin is a long way from here.
Agreed. Let's get moving.
Lana, stay a moment. We should talk.
Of course.
Enjoy your trip to Yavin.
This is quite a mess I've made, isn't it? The wicked Sith can't be trusted. Just the sentiment we need right now.
I wouldn't be spending so much time around you if I couldn't stand a little bit of intrigue.
Makes sense. The moments we've shared, the connection between us, it's very important to me. I would never want to lose your trust. My strength flows from the passions I embrace, my service to the Empire, and you.
You're very important to me, Lana. Our time together has meant a lot.
But that won't matter in the long run, will it? This truce won't last forever. Even if we succeed, the war won't end. There's no future for us.
I'm not ready to give up. Are you?
Not yet. But time is not our ally. We should hurry along.
My master wishes to report that the surrounding terrain is quite rugged. The Revanites are based in an ancient temple nearby. We found no usable supplies or shelter.
The other scouts gave similar reports. There has been some contact with Revanite patrols, but no heavy resistance as yet.
There's so much darkness here. It's difficult to get any sense of specifics in the environment.
The Emperor isn't the only Sith to have left his mark on this place.
We need better eyes on the region around us. Scouts can only patrol so far and brush this dense.
It is more than that. I sense their fear, their distrust. This world is mired in ancient hatreds, and we have brought more than our share already.
Was there a suggestion somewhere in all that?
The troops are too distracted by each other to keep a proper lookout. They're expecting to be stabbed in the back.
Then we'll set an extended perimeter past the outer guards and make it impartial. Sensor equipment doesn't pick sides.
I can take care of that.
Once our position is secure, we can focus on Revan.
Do we know any more about how Revan is intending to bring the Emperor back?
Everything about the Emperor is a mystery, even to the Dark Council. Speed is our only ally now.
I finished planting the sensors.
Good work. Before you come back to base, I think an extra modification is in order. With a few tweaks, we can set the sensors to forward us extra data on Imperial activities, and won't even know it's happening.
You want to spy on the Empire's forces?
I think recent events have taught us to keep an eye over our shoulder. We won't be doing anything to damage their capabilities, just staying informed on them.
If we don't show trust, we'll never keep a lasting truce.
You're serious? I guess I can't make you do the smart thing here. Just head back to camp. You're done out there. Fair and out.
You sense it too. Not the ancient Sith, or the Emperor. Not Revan. Another presence. Different from the rest.
Yes, it is more like you.
I sense it too. Is it really possible that a light side presence could exist here?
A light can flourish anywhere.
Apparently.
Sensors are picking up something a bit more solid. Large structures, mixture of ancient and modern materials. Looks like they've been ransacked. Lots of debris.
Check for broadcasts in signal range 47.2.
What am I seeing here? It's encoded.
The facts behind a rumor. That signal range is used only by the Imperial Guard. The structure we've found must be their training facility.
I fought the Imperial Guard on Corellia. They were dangerous opponents.
Among the most dangerous in the galaxy.
If the Guard has a facility here, they may have information on the Emperor's hiding place. That would lead us straight to Revan.
Agreed. As this concerns only Imperial interests, I will assemble a team of my own to investigate. Beniko, with me.
We can't sit back and watch. There's no telling what they might pull out of that facility. We can't just take their word for it.
Hurry. While Mar is gathering his team, make your way out of the camp and search the Imperial Guard base as quickly as possible.
We'll stall the imps as much as we can. Let's just hope this doesn't turn ugly.
The Sith are prone to aggression as it is. Don't give them a reason to indulge their darkness.
We won't.
May the Force be with you.
Invaders! Interlopers! This world is off limits! He told us from the start, only the devoted, only the purest, his orders, his command!
Are you talking about the Emperor?
Do not speak of him! You are cattle! Fodder for the greatness to come!
You were attacked by the followers of a man named Revan. Do you know where he's gone?
To the temple! And from there, the final steps are walked. We have failed, but so will he! Plans within plans, always. This too has been foreseen. All possibilities are witnessed and adjusted for.
What are you talking about?
The end is inevitable. All will be devoured to fuel his transcendence. All nations, all worlds, all species. Revan! None will survive! My death serves his will, as all do. We are the fuel. Our sacrifice ignites his blazing glory.
I see you've made a new friend.
This man is the only survivor of Revan's attack. We need to take him back to the camp for questioning.
Then we will. Return to the camp. We have much to discuss. This was an Imperial matter. Your Jedi had no place in it.
We're supposed to be working together. If the situations were reversed, wouldn't you have done the same thing?
You don't trust us.
If you trusted us, having me involved wouldn't have been an issue.
This is a dangerous game you play.
Kill each other now? Wait until later. It's all the same. It all fuels the flame.
Enough. I will wrench the information we need from this man. The rest can be settled later.
Why not let Master SWTOR have a try at that?
Do not push me further.
Violence is what drove him to his current state. More will only make him worse. You're welcome to observe everything, but a gentler hand will be more successful. I'm sure of it.
Let's get this over with.
Master SWTOR's techniques are interesting and rather effective, I must admit. I think we'll have the information we need very soon. I want you to know I advised against Mar's plan with the guard facility. We've come so far together. I'd hate to see that progress ruined by territoriality.
This truce is only as strong as our trust in each other.
Then with our guidance, I think it can only become stronger as we proceed.
I must say, Master SWTOR is quite a pleasant interrogator. Thurin should be quite proud.
Let's find out what we're up against.
A device for mass ritual sacrifice? That's seriously what he called it?
Capable of killing every living thing on this moon as fuel for the Emperor's resurrection.
And housed within the very temple the Revanites are using as their base of operations.
So we'll have to breach the temple and shut the weapon down before Revan can activate it.
Getting inside at all will be challenging enough.
The temple entrance has a locking system that can be overridden from the outside, provided we find the right mechanisms.
On it.
I certainly never thought we'd be killed by an ancient Sith murder machine.
You might not be so grateful if we don't get that weapon shut down.
Think I found the locks Ivan mentioned. You better get out there and take a look. We'll feed you info as we find it.
May the Force serve you well.
Good. You have opened the way.
Revan? How is this possible?
Through the Force, anything is possible. When the Emperor's followers struck me down, I learned to release my attachments.
Then who's wearing your mask and leading your followers?
I do not know. but I recognize much of myself in him. The darkness I left behind. He must be stopped. His fury will only strengthen the Emperor, not destroy him.
If you know how to stop this madness, tell me.
You are on the right path. Continue. Survive. Persevere.
You've done it. The way is opening.
I just spoke to Revan.
You what? He was there?
It was his spirit. He couldn't tell me who's wearing his mask, but he did confirm that trying to kill the Emperor wouldn't work.
The man who tortured me was an imposter? How could he know so much?
We can sort that out when we face him. For now, we need to focus on the weapon he has primed inside the temple.
You're right. We're only going to get one shot at this. Once our forces enter the temple, it's only a matter of time until our friend pulls the trigger.
A joint strike, committing all of our forces and the Empire's, has a good chance of pushing through the temple and disabling the weapon before it can fire.
An operation like that needs perfect coordination and trust. It might take some doing to get our troops working together at that level.
Perhaps a smaller team would be a better option.
A small team might be able to infiltrate the temple and reach the device before it can be activated, but they'll be facing some steep odds.
You have led the mission this far. Our victory is within reach. We'll let you decide how best to achieve it. Revan's spirit.
Are we ready?
All teams report ready. You've done very well. All of the soldiers here look up to you. Imperial and Republic both.
Let's proceed.
All units, move out. All units report success. The weapon has been shut down and all Revanites neutralized. Only one more left to deal with.
Ivan told us where Revan might go. The Emperor's final sanctuary.
We've got speeders prepped. You won't be facing him alone.
Then let's begin.
Your entire army's barely managed to drive me back. You think you'll be able to face me without them?
The Force is not my only ally.
Shae Vizsla?
Wouldn't miss a fight this good.
Bring as many fools as you like. You won't stop what must be done.
You don't know what you're doing. The Emperor is too powerful.
No, not any longer. I have set my will against this creature for centuries. Only I can destroy him.
But you aren't Revan.
Who else could do what I've done? Who else would have the strength to come this far? I am Revan, and I will complete the work I started so long ago.
Take a step back. Look at what you're doing. You're only going to make the Emperor stronger. This is what he wants. Don't you see that?
You understand nothing. I know his mind better than anyone living. I know what must be done.
Can't you see what you've become? Your hatred and regrets are consuming you.
My own flesh and blood standing against me. The depths of his corrupting influence are endless. I will waste no more time. This must end now!
What's happening?
Impossible! The ritual hasn't even begun.
The deaths you've caused, the war you've fueled, it is all mine. This galaxy is mine. It's time I claim it once
Is everyone all right?
We're fine.
That was him.
The Emperor.
How is that possible? We stopped Revan.
He did not assume a physical form or possess a body, and he left as soon as he appeared. None of it makes sense.
Still packs a punch.
The General is entirely misinformed, Your Eminence. A few coats of paint, and I'll be ready for the Lunar Gala.
Looks like we weren't the only survivors.
I still don't understand. This looks like Revan, but so did the spirit.
All truth is revealed with time.
I've failed.
As have I. So many centuries. The Emperor and his dread masters trying to wrench me apart, to unleash my anger and hatred. I detached myself from the pain, focused on the Force.
You hid behind Jedi platitudes. You weren't strong enough to survive the torture or the battle in the Foundry. I faced them. I survived them.
You've carried on, dragging the remains of a body that should have long since faded to dust. Hatred fueled cunning, but burned out all wisdom. Without me, you could not see.
Strength is useless without wisdom to guide it.
We need to repair what the Emperor has done. I am whole again. But there is much to do. The Emperor has returned. Steel yourselves against what will come.
Let's get back to base camp. He was right. We have a lot to do.
Your actions are confusing, to say the least. I don't appreciate being left in the dark.
Does the Supreme Commander share these concerns, Chancellor?
He does not, but that is hardly...
The two of us have been fighting this war for quite some time now. We know what we're doing, and we appreciate your trust in us.
Just as I'll appreciate being informed when your fleet is back in position, so rush out.
I guess ignoring the boss runs in the family.
Where are we planning to go from here?
Back to towing the line? At least for a while.
Our forces are preparing to launch.
I should make sure ours are ready to do the same.
It's strange. The next time we meet, our circumstances will be quite different.
Well, don't take it personally, but I'm hoping that you'll never see me again.
And I'll hope that I do.
I'm gonna see if SWTOR needs any help. Catch me later.
Well, our time has come, even sooner than I'd feared. Revan is gone. We've accomplished what we set out to do. But now we have an entirely new problem, and no truce to face it.
Do you know if the Dark Council has a plan for how to move forward?
I don't, though Ma did ask to speak with me as soon as we've launched. What's next for the illustrious Jedi? It sounded as though your Grand Master is about to become quite busy.
I walk whatever path the Force lays out for me.
You always seem to find your way into the middle of grand things regardless. I'm not at all sure what my future holds, but the future doesn't have to start for a while yet. For now, I'd like to make the most of the present.
There's nothing I'd like more.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too, Lana.
Farewell.
The Imperials are leaving a small force of volunteers behind to watch for any further activity from the Revanites or the Emperor. We'll be doing the same.
As it happens, Jakaro and I have received several lucrative business offers. Various acquaintances made on Rishi, nothing to concern yourselves with. That being said, we have sincerely enjoyed our time with you, and would gladly provide our services again at any time.
I hope these new opportunities go better than the Manan job. Take care.
Farewell!
There's more for us to discuss. Your role in bringing light to the Revanites' conspiracy is only further proof of your tremendous skill and connection to the Force. What's more, you've battled against the children of the Emperor and triumphed, where so many others fell. The Order needs to remain vigilant against the Emperor's influences, and to uncover the true origins of his power, so that we can fight him more effectively. The Council is proud to have such an ideal Jedi to lead those efforts. Congratulations, Bar SWTOR. You will be the light that guides us through the coming darkness.
This is a grave task, and I'm honored that you would entrust it to me.
Knowledge will be our greatest weapon in the battles to come. We're attempting to calculate where the Emperor might have gone, but we don't know enough about his capabilities to determine anything for sure.
While we get the task force up and running, we're gonna need you out there acting on your own. Follow every lead you can find.
And remember, the threat of the Empire remains. They will not hesitate to use this situation to gain an advantage over us. Until the Emperor is destroyed for good, the entire galaxy is in danger. We must be ready.